It's Jack here again, and today we've got a very special video for you guys. It's actually going to be two methods that I'm going to show you guys on product research on the Australian marketplace for Amazon. Not the US marketplace, on the Australian marketplace. Now, there hasn't been a lot of videos on this, not at the time of this recording anyway, because Amazon Australia is so new, and a lot of tools that a lot of people use, like Jungle Scout and just your Google, just your different Google Chrome extensions and all your product research tools, they don't work on the Australian marketplace. And that isn't going to help anyone, if you're trying to sort of jump into this new area of Amazon, which they've just started, in Australia, and you want to basically get your land grab and just basically put your name out there before a lot of other people do. It makes it very hard if you don't have any data on what products are good and what products are bad, and obviously what products are going to sell and make you money. So I've got two methods, two sort of workarounds on how we can do this. One of them, they're both not very complicated at all. The second one is a lot easier, but the first one is still pretty easy. I'll show you guys. The first one is sort of a more recent one that I've just found out about, but the second one, it's kind of been around for a little while, and it just works on the different areas of Amazon, so like US and Australia and Mexico, and it's pretty much the same everywhere else. So I'll show you guys that one last, but the first one I'm going to show you is the newer one. So basically, I'll show you guys how simple it is. Now for the first one, the only thing is you're going to need Jungle Scout, at least the Chrome extension. You're going to need the Chrome extension here, because you need to look at the numbers on the US marketplace, so then you can basically get that data and then work it into the, sort of not work it, but it helps you with the data from the for the Australian marketplace. So we'll get right into it. Now what I want you guys to do is to just go into Google here and type in Amazon bestsellers. Bestsellers. And I'll tell you guys why we're going to go to the Amazon.com, not the .com.au. So basically, we're going to have a look at the bestsellers here, and this is just basically gives you a list of what all the best selling products on Amazon is for each category. And let's just say here, now I think I found one. Now you just have to be mindful for what products what categories you're looking for. I wouldn't go for anything in clothing where all your big brands are. I wouldn't go for anything that's going to be too hard to get into, like video games, maybe even toys and games and software as well, so that's going to be hard to get into. Really good categories, in my opinion, are like your health and household, home and kitchen, even industrial, scientific, all the ones that I've already started looking at here, kitchen and dining, patio, lawn and garden. That's where you can get your products that, most likely aren't always going to be dominated for your big brands, and there's so many different niches in those categories that you can get into where you can actually make some good money from. So I think a good one that I saw was, it was health and household. So we'll get right into it. Now, where did I see? So vitamins, dietary supplements, we'll have a look. Okay, so this one here. This is a huge one. This is the number one bestseller on Amazon for vitamins and dietary supplements. Turmeric curcumin. And I think it's either a type of powder or so as you can see, it's by BioSwartz, which is a really big company there. But I'm going to basically go through the numbers on this. So what you want to do, once you find a product that looks good, that you like the look of, that you can think that you'll be able to source from Alibaba, you basically get that product there, type in the general keywords. So what you can actually do, for this one here, it's huge. So turmeric. So turmeric, there's our buddy boy there. Turmeric, that's Amazon's choice. But what we're going to do, once we type in the keyword that we want, we're going to hit Jungle Scout on the extension there, and it's going to bring up all the data and the sales for that. So this guy here, these BioSwartz, they're making almost $2 million in revenue each month. This is all monthly. Now this here, if you're trying to sell in the US marketplace, I wouldn't bother with something like this. But for now, because we're looking for the AU, this is good. So high demand with high competition, that means that there are people that are always wanting to buy this product. There's high demand for it, and there's high competition, which is a lot of sellers. So if you're trying to sell this certain product in the US marketplace, you're going to have a really hard time. So let's just say this is one of the products we're going to go into. Now I'm going to pull up I just made a really simple spreadsheet on this. So the product, I don't even remember how to spell it. Turmeric curcumin. All right, so we'll go back here. turmeric, curcumin. Now this is just basically because we're going to try and find 3 products. And this is just basically just a little spreadsheet that I did up really just took me 2 minutes to make. So I'm just basically going to put these down, and we're going to get all the figures together and just sort of work it out and see what product is good and or what products are bad. So turmeric, curcumin. Now what you want to do from here is, because you've got the data there, cool, you know, it's a good product on Amazon.com, you know, on the US marketplace, but you know, how's this going to help with Amazon Australia? And I'll tell you why. So basically we'll get out of this. We know that it's big in the US. We know that there's demand there. So what we need to do from here is go to amazon.com.au, go to the Australian site, and we're going to type up that same keyword, turmeric. So there, as you saw in the US one, the amount of reviews, so 400 there, you know, 12,500, 7 almost 800, 300, 1,500. You know, there's no way that a new seller is going to come in onto this first page and just somehow dominate this market. There's too much competition, and these guys have been selling this product for over a year at least. You know, there's some guys here that have been selling for 2-3 years. So really, it's going to be very tough to actually rank anywhere near the first page. But for Amazon.com.au, as you can see here, there's still some here. So we've got, you know, we've got someone here sold. I think that's a book, but we've got a few here. So turmeric, a couple here, and then that's pretty much it for turmeric. It says there's 20 pages, but we'll go on to the second page. And for turmeric powder or tablets, that's it. There's nothing. There's not even a full page worth of that product, and that just goes to show. And there's no one with even any reviews on here. So that just goes to show how sort of like premature this Australian marketplace is, and you know, the opportunity for land grab on these products is. So the last thing that we have to do, what I'm going to do here, I was going to put the buy price in, but we're not going to worry about it for this video because it's going to go way too long. So we won't worry about the sell price and the buy price, because I was going to basically put in how much the sell price is and how much the buy price is, but you have to do that for Amazon US anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the product, and we'll do the monthly searches. So this is how you actually help determine the numbers or like the demand for this product. So what you want to do is you want to go into Google AdWords, make a Google AdWords account. It's free to do, and you're only making this so you can search for the keyword terms. So once you bring up that, it's called Keyword Planner, and that's on Google AdWords. And basically what we're going to do here is search in the Australian market, how many monthly searches your keyword gets. So for us, it's turmeric. So what we're going to do is type in turmeric, get started. You want to make sure your location is Australia. So as you can see here, average monthly searches. So we're going to just funnel this through from top to bottom. Turmeric is searched 33,100 times per month. So the competition is medium. Turmeric benefits 8,000, 3,600. So it's not too bad for the Australian marketplace. But the thing is, with a product like this, you know, because Amazon's so new, this is with any product with Amazon Australia, because it's so new, you haven't got a lot of people that even know to go for this kind of thing on Amazon Australia. And the thing is, with Amazon Australia, if you were to put out something like this, so let's say here, so let's say this Buyer Schwartz one, we're going to go into it, see how long they've been selling for. My Keep app, there we go. So this is the Keeper extension. So now, so 766 days they've been selling for. So it's over 2 years. So they've made their mark for themselves. Now, because they've done that, because they've been selling on it, they've been selling this product for so long, they made their name for themselves. Obviously, they're a big company as well, and they sell other products. But there's other ones here that have been selling for just as long that will be making a lot of money as well. And just to put into perspective, this here, so Amazon.com.au, the Australian Amazon, this is what the US Amazon was like years ago. You know, let's just say back in 2012. You know, this is maybe not 2012, maybe a bit earlier, but this is basically what it was like. There wasn't much competition. But I can tell you now, in the next 6 months to a year, it's going to start growing. The Australian Amazon is going to start looking a lot more similar to this. That's why it's good to get in really, really quick, and just make your mark. Get in your product niche, your category, get your product out there. And the whole goal right now for Amazon Australia is the long-term game. So that's basically making your mark on the Amazon Australia marketplace, and you just have to play the long-term game, and you'll make your money later on. You will get sales now, the way it is now, but just think, in 6 months to a year, when people start flooding the market, you're already going to be there. You're already going to have some reviews on there for your product, and people are going to come straight onto the site. No one else is going to be ranked or have the status that your product does, and you're just going to get more sales. And once this market starts to flood, that's when you're going to really make a lot of money. And just imagine if you did this for not one product, but 2, 3, even 5 products. If you had that, and this market's flooded, and you've got all the popular products up your sleeve already, you're going to make a lot of money. In the first method, I'm going to go straight into the second method. We're going to still use the keywords, but the second method is a little bit easier. You don't have to go into Amazon US, but we can go straight into the Amazon Australia. So what I want you guys to do is to open up a new tab and go Amazon. I want you to type in Amazon Australia. Amazon Australia bestsellers. So this actually is the same thing as the Amazon US, but for Australia. Now, some of you are probably thinking, why would I even bother going to the US site first if I can bring up the bestsellers on the Australian marketplace? It's because, as you'll see here, if you were to go look yourselves, the best-selling products are very different to the best-selling products on Amazon US, and that's only because, big reason for that is because Amazon Australia hasn't been around for that long. And it's good to basically, like I was saying before, find the good products in the US marketplace, so you can basically, have that huge, massive land grab, and you can basically make your name for yourself now for when the sales do start, growing, and they definitely will grow in Australia. It's just a lot of Australians are sort of a bit blind to the Amazon side of things right now when it comes to buying on Amazon. But once, in the next 6 months to a year, and past that, there's going to be a big growth. You'll see it coming. There's going to be a big growth in the how many buyers there are on the Australian marketplace. So, for Australians on Amazon. So for now, this is basically the best way to do it when it comes to product research. But that's the reason why we're going onto the US marketplace. But this is the second method, and this is going through the Australian marketplace. And this is going to tell you what the best-selling products are right now for the Aussie marketplace. So we can basically do the same thing here. As you can see, there's not as many categories, which is a good and bad thing. It doesn't give you as many categories to sell on, but it makes it a bit more simple, and it makes room for niches to grow in. So let's just say we'll go to kitchen and dining again. These are the best sellers in Australia for kitchen and dining. So as you can see here, there's a big difference. There's not as many little, nooks and crannies or accessories that sell. They're more so bigger brands right now, which is what's going to happen because all the bigger brands are going to jump straight onto it. But, you might not be able to dominate where the big brands are, like coffee machines, fridges, all the sort of normal retail stuff. But what you will be able to do is to break out into your niches early and, get right into that and make your mark on there. So I'm just going to do a bit of product research in here. So let's just say we'll go down here and we'll just do this one for instance. So this is one of the best sellers here, number 1 bestseller. So it's a washable heated. So we'll do, these would probably be the main keywords. So electric throw rug. So we'll search for that. So there's a few sellers on here. There's quite a few listings. 3 pages. That's, that is unheard of. If, or we'll do this for instance. We'll search on the US marketplace. Electric throw rug. So let's see what we got here. Electric throw rug. Doesn't look like, looks like the sales are okay. So there we go. So for those keywords, there's 20 pages. And I'm not going to delve into what different products are on there. It could be called something else. It wouldn't even be called electric throw rug probably in the US marketplace. But On the Australian, there's 3 pages for that. And we're going to go through to the AdWords again, so I'm not sure what the numbers are going to be for this, but we'll put this in here, electric throw rug. Now, I actually got to put this in, sorry, I forgot to put in the numbers, so say 33,100. There we go, and we can type in electric throw rug now. So you go back into your keywords, delete turmeric, put in electric throw rug. Another thing you have to look out for as well is Americans name things a lot differently to Australians. So if you see a certain keyword in America that you want to search up for in Australia, you just have to make sure that that's how Australians put it. So say for instance, if you're looking at something to do with a trash can, like trash bags, Australians don't call them trash bags, they call them bin bags. So you just have to be careful on what keywords you put in, because you have to make sure that Australians actually looking for those particular keywords so you can get accurate searches. So we'll put in electric throw rug. So here we go, competition. That actually doesn't look too bad. 12,100 monthly searches, but the competition is high. So obviously the other thing you have to look out for is this might be a seasonal product. Because it's a heated blanket, it's coming in August, September, over summer, not many people are going to need it. It's coming into March, April now. So, it's coming into winter, so more people are going to buy it. That's another thing you have to be really careful of as well. But we're going to use this for an example anyway. So 12,100, put that in as well. And we'll look for one more. So you can do this as well, just to sort of get your list of products together. And you can put the numbers together, get the sell price, get the buy price. You can work out the profits and whatnot, but this is just to basically start brewing ideas for what niches, what categories you can get into and you can dominate, when you start selling on the Australian marketplace. So we'll go back here. Let's go to a different category. We've done kitchen already. Let's go to a different one. Let's go, should do stationery and office products. Now this is probably going to be big brands as well, so we go Canon. And you can choose the subcategories here. Let's go office supplies. Office supplies, okay. What do we got here? Big size desk mat razor. Now, I think this is another one that I was looking at. So we can actually put in something like this. So because these are one of the best sellers. Now, Razor's a huge company. So let's just say desktop mouse mat. Let's do that. Make sure you're in all departments. Desktop mouse mat. So there's probably going to be a lot of pages. So there's only 18 pages still. Now we'll have a look on the Amazon US. I don't know if it's called the same thing. It might be called a mouse pad, but we'll have a look. So they've got the large ones there. They seem to be more popular in the US. And then let's see how many pages they've got. So they've got 20 pages, so that's still not too bad. But what we'll do is we'll get desktop mouse mat. We'll put this into our table here. Desktop mouse mat. Have a look at the monthly searches for this. So we'll get rid of this. Desktop mouse mat. Get the results for that. So, not as many searches, and as you can see here, the other thing to tell, which I didn't say before, the other thing to tell if you've got a lot of people searching for it, is the top paid bid. So this is what people are usually paying to bid those keywords for their products on the first page of Google. And obviously, the higher the competition, the more monthly searches, the more people are going to be searching for it. And when it comes down to it, when Amazon starts making its mark, when more people are going to be on Amazon Australia, people are pretty much only going to be shopping online on Amazon. And if your product's already there and it's really readily available for when that whole lot of people do come in, say if you've got a mouse mat, for instance, and it's then the monthly searches are good for it, the numbers are good for it. If you've got say a large mouse mat on there and people are looking for large mouse mats, what are they going to do? When they get to Amazon Australia, when they start looking on there, they're going to see your product there. That's see if you've only got 5 to 10 reviews or even 20 reviews on there, and you've made a name for yourself, and then all these new sellers start coming in and they don't even have any reviews and it doesn't even look optimized, what's the customer going to buy? They're going to buy yours because you've already got a reputable brand there. You've got people that are coming in and they're saying, hey, this product looks the best because you've got so many good reviews on it. It's all about social security when it comes to buying online. And it's not just the social security, it's not just having the reviews there, but it's just basically making your mark on the Aussie marketplace before anyone else does. And doing all this now, you're not going to get a whole bunch of sales straight up, at this point in time, but you're setting yourself up for a long-term business when it comes to selling on Amazon Australia. It's a lot easier to get your products into Amazon Australia if you're living in Australia, and now that they've got a warehouse in Melbourne, it's just a lot easier for you to just deal with everything else when it comes to shipping in products from China to Australia. So we'll put in those monthly searches as well, 6,600. Desktop mouse mat. Well, sorry, that's gaming mouse. So gaming mouse pad. So we're kind of looking at. So in Australia, more people are looking at gaming mouse pads by the looks of it. But nonetheless, we'll put these in here, 6,600. We'll put in this one for now anyway, just to give us something to start off with. And that's pretty much it for the just to basically get started on product research. If Jungle Scout does come out with the Aussie marketplace being able to be searched, it's going to make it a hell of a lot easier for guys trying to find products on the Amazon Australia marketplace. But for now, searching for keywords and the monthly search volume of keywords is basically one of the best ways to start looking at the demand for products. So first, just to recap, first thing to do is to go onto the Amazon, go onto Amazon.com and go onto their bestsellers there and have a look at the numbers there, and then bring it over to the Amazon Australia and then compare the numbers through the keyword search. And then the next thing, the next method is to just go into amazon.com.au, onto the Australian website, and look at the bestsellers straight from there. But you still want to have a look at the keywords for any product that you sell, because it gives you a better idea of basically how much demand there is for the product. It's going to give you an overview of basically from last year to now this year, and you're going to have a better idea of what sells and what doesn't. And you can start, getting ideas together, and they'll get to a point in time where you actually find this nice, good product, the one that, one, sells well, two, you can buy for cheap, and three, it's a niche that not many people are in or no one's in at the moment, and you can basically dominate that market, and you can make your mark on there, and you can make that long-term money for yourself for your Amazon business. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. It was probably a bit of a longer one. It takes a lot to explain all this, but I hope this helped with doing your Amazon product research for the Australian marketplace. I'm still learning myself because it's all new. If there's any other methods, I'm going to release a video on that as I go. But these are the two methods that I've learned that have helped me, with my product research as well. Hopefully I'll be launching my first product on the Amazon Australia marketplace very soon. And then we can start getting even more info. But that's basically all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed. If you got some value out of this video, leave a like on it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But I'll leave the links down below for all my socials, and I'll leave them down below for the Amazon course that I'm doing as well. Any other questions you have, just comment on my video or message me on Instagram or on Facebook Messenger. I usually answer them, within 24 hours as soon as I can. Happy to help out. And I've got an Australian Amazon Facebook group, a private group down below, which you can click on that, and I'll accept you into it as well. And everyone's just helping each other out there. It's been more active recently, which is really, really good. But apart from that, guys, that is pretty much it. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.